Hey, welcome. Uh, Welcome back, I would say. And yeah, a few days have passed. The glitter has settled down. And yeah, Vienna has closed his doors, definitely. Dara took away the winnings and took it with her to Bulgaria with Bangaranga. Of course, that's all information that we already know. But that's not what I would like to talk about today. I would like to take you with me to view some ratings and ratings about TV. Um, I'm curious which country had high ratings, which country didn't. And that's quite interesting to see how popular Eurovision 2026 has been. So I have to say, I was a little bit surprised. There were historical highs. You could call them hypes. But yeah, I have to admit, there were also quite historical lows. And a few countries have suffered quite a big loss in ratings. But before we get to that, I would like to take you with me to those countries who had very high ratings. And I would like to take you with me and see how Europe has done. Also, the rest of the world, of course, not only in Europe, and to see how viewers tuned in to the 70th Eurovision contest 2026. So let's kick off. First of all, I would like to start with Germany. Germany has once again proven that they are Europe's biggest Eurovision powerhouse. That's the word to use. So nearly 9 million people, 9 million viewers tuned in to follow the Eurovision contest 2026. That's huge. So that's not only that, get this, among younger viewers aged between 14 to 49, the market share was a mind blowing 64.5%. Oh, yes, 64.5. That's mind blowing. So, even though Sarah Engels didn't get the result Germany was hoping for, the country literally stopped to watch the show. Isn't that amazing? But in the past years, Germany has always proven, or Germany always was there, that they were loyal to the Eurovision contest and that it's still a real big thing in that country. So, thank you, Germany. Um, Quite significant numbers. So, good ones. Then we have Bulgaria. Of course, we can't stop without having a look at Bulgaria. So, winning the contest does wonders for your ratings, don't you agree? So, Dara didn't take only the trophy with her, she only also took away all the ratings. Historical, yes, it is, because Dara really made history. And it's unbelievable because, listen good, half of all TV viewers in Bulgaria watched the grand final live. Half of all the viewers. It's mind staggering. So it's officially the second most watched Eurovision broadcast in Bulgarian history. So I think Adira will be remembered for a long, long time. And I have to admit, I am looking forward to next year, 2027. I'm confident that Bulgaria will do a fantastic job. They will put a fantastic live show on television, and yeah, it will be very special. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, yes. Okay, that was Bulgaria. Third country that I would like to share with you is Finland. Yes, they recorded their highest viewing numbers since actually hosted the show back in 2007. So the highest viewing numbers since 2007 when they were hosting the show. So an average of 1.8 million Finns were glued to their screens, largely thanks to the massive star power of Linda and Peter Parkkonen, who have done a fantastic job. The song was good. I loved the violin. The wind was blowing through the hairs. Beautiful. It's a kind of magic. So yes, the Finns were there. 1.8 million Finns. That's for that country. Quite a lot of viewers. A high number. But that's not all. And we have to talk about it definitely. And that's the country on the other side of the world. Yes, Australia. Delta Goodrem. Yeah, she absolutely crushed it, bringing home a spectacular fourth place with Eclipse. And the Down Under, as they call them, they went completely wild. SBS, the local broadcast company, saw a massive 45% increase in total compared to last year. 45%. So, with over 3.2 million Australians who were tuning in. Don't forget, they live on the other side of the globe, yeah, on the other side of the planet. It's in the middle of the night, and 3.2 million people got out of bed to watch the live show of Eurovision. Legendary. There are no other words for it. It's just legendary. Crazy. But those were a few examples of countries who had largely a success in viewing, in ratings. But yeah, like I said in the beginning of the video, it wasn't all glitter and high scores. For some major Eurovision markets, Saturday night was a bit of a lonely disaster. And I'm not exaggerating, it wasn't good at all. So let's take a look at that. And I'll start with the United Kingdom, the UK. It was a tough night for the UK. The BBC broadcast brought, better said, in just 5.2 million viewers. You would think that's a lot, but it's a staggering 1 million fewer ratings than last year. So 1 million people gone. And that's massive. So it's a small disaster. I can't express it on any other level or way. UK has been struggling for a few years now. Few times they didn't get any points of the public. It happened again this year, no points. And we have to admit, that's painful. No one likes it, no one wants to have that. But unfortunately, it's happening to the UK. And it's such a bad situation that even in the UK, there's a discussion going on whether they would like to participate in the future, yes or no. That's sad to hear because the UK has been a very good contender. They brought a lot of nice songs. They've been with us for years, so it would be very, very sad if they wouldn't be there next year in 2027. So for the UK, or I understand it's a historical low, but I would say don't give up hope. We are supporting the UK all the way, and we really, really loved to see you next year in Bulgaria. So don't give up hope. Secondly, and that's a bit of a surprise to me, Sweden. Yeah, Sweden also hit a historic low. SVT, the broadcast in Sweden, reported its smallest grand final audience in 16 years. Oh, God. With fewer than 2 million viewers tuning in to watch Felicia. So that's very sad to see because Sweden is a country who won several times. They did a fantastic job in bringing us the shows, the presenters, fabulous. And yet, to this year, no, it wasn't there. Um, no success at all. And for that country, that's for me a big surprise. But let's hope that next year will be a lot better. Then we go to France. Oh, yes. And France saw one of the sharpest drops of all, losing over 1 million viewers compared to 25. Man, man, man. Less than 4 million people watched Monroe performing Regarde. Because Monroe, her voice, spectacular, professional. She has hit the notes as she should have. Good performance. I liked the show entirely. There was no discussion about it, in my opinion. And still, France had 1 million viewers less than 25. So, yeah, you can feel the strain on Eurovision. And I think it's not only the performance, the acts, the singer, the creativity that's could be a reason, but there's a definite strain on Eurovision due to the controversy around the war in the Gaza Strip. It's a political issue, and I do understand countries that would like to make a statement, if I can put it like that. And of course, you can see it in those ratings. Undoubtedly, it has an impact. So I can only say one thing. I'm convinced that there will be a lot of discussions going on later this year with EBU, how they want to do the things in the future. I hope they will get an agreement and that all the countries can go back to the contests and just enjoy our music. That's what I'm hoping for. So if you look at the data across the board, one thing's crystal clear. Local success equals huge ratings. Bulgaria is the best example. So if, for example, a country doesn't get qualified, people lose interest in it. The ratings will drop automatically. But not only that, it has an impact. It's also the stress, the moral issues around Israel have a big impact on those ratings. And I hope that EBU will think about the future. and that there will be a resolution for it. Um, by the way, did you look to the live finals? Um, or did you stream it online? Because that's also an aspect or a part of the changes that we see. So, more and more people, and especially young people, find their way to social media. I'm a perfect example for it. And that, of course, has also an impact on ratings for Eurovision contest festivals. So, all in all, we may not forget that Eurovision is still and was the biggest live show in Europe. And that's something to be proud of. So, yes, this year was a roller coaster, but it's still a very big live show. And we embrace it. We will fight for it. And we are looking to 2027 to celebrate together with Bulgaria. And yeah, I'm very proud that it will be done there. And we'll see what happens outside of the contest. We will have to wait and see what the future brings. So that's about it for today. Um, there were quite some interesting numbers there. Um, Sweden, big surprise to me that it was so low, the rating. A big win, Finland. A big win, also Austria, but I didn't mention them because they were the hosts of the contest. So that's quite normal that a lot of people will watch the live show. Italy was also a very popular country with high ratings. But for example, Belgium, bit strange because it was a success that Sila reached the finals, and I was very happy for Belgium. But only 600,000 people have watched the show. How do you explain that? Same deal. The broadcast company here in Belgium, there are two. I got a French one and a Flemish one. They made a statement, okay, on another level, but you could feel it in the ratings. No doubt about it. Nonetheless, Isila did a great job. Very happy that she made it to the finals because she broke the Belgian curse. It was already 3 years ago, 2023, that we reached the finals. So, yeah, very happy for that. And yeah, we'll see. The Flemish broadcast company here wants to go and debate with EBU, and we'll see what comes out of it. Regarding the Netherlands, for example, they didn't go. Also the same results, low ratings, low interest in the live show, and that's normal because if a country makes a statement or doesn't send a song to the contest, people will lose interest in it, and that's sad to have to tell you this, but it's reality. But never mind. There were good ones, there were bad ones in the ratings. Like I said, it's still the biggest show in Europe. We will go to Bulgaria without a doubt. And the main thing is, of course, to stay united. So, on that tone, I will leave you to it. Wherever you are in the world, if it's nighttime and you're going to bed, sleep tight. If you get out of bed and it's daytime, I wish you a good day. And like I said, don't forget, let's stay united. Thank you for watching and see you in a next video. Bye bye.